Imagine a classic game from 1990 getting a complete musical rebirth, new remixes, unreleased tracks, and even vinyl editions. That's exactly what the German remix group is doing with Wings of Death.
And I'm really excited to dig into how they're bringing Jochen Hippel's iconic soundtrack back to life. We'll chat about the project's origin, what makes the music so legendary, and how fans can grab these new additions.
Plus, we'll break down the creative process, explore the goodies for supporters, and peek at the stretch goals. By the end of this episode, you'll know all about this ambitious anthology and how to join in.
Let's kick things off with a look at the original game itself, Wings of Death, and why its soundtrack still stands out after all these years.
So, Wings of Death wasn't just another shooter game. Thalion Software really pushed limits on the Atari ST and Amiga. The standout, though, was Hippel's Soundtrack 10 original tracks, packed with energy and innovation.
Exactly. He was known as Mad Max back then, and what he did was groundbreaking. The speech samples in the title track? Unreal for 6-bit machines. It turned a game into an immersive sound adventure.
It's wild that the music still hooks fans decades later. That actually reminds me, how did the German remix group get involved? And what's their vision for this project?
They're a collective of retro remixers, led by CZ Tunes, Dr.Future, and Mitch Van Hayden. Their dream is to create a complete anthology, preserving Hippel's spirit but upgrading everything for today's quality.
What really sets this project apart is the scope. We're talking brand new studio recordings of all the original tracks, plus remixes, and even songs that never made it into the game.
It's a collector's dream. You get 2 CDs, digital downloads, and a limited edition vinyl. And the vinyl isn't just a nostalgia piece, it's curated to look stunning on your shelf.
They're working closely with Jochen Hippel himself, right? That's a big deal. Having the original composer involved means the soul of the music stays intact.
Absolutely. Collaborating with Hippel ensures the reworks aren't just tributes, they're authentic recreations. Plus, there's a remaster of the original Amiga soundtrack included, so listeners can compare old and new.
Let's talk stretch goals. If the project gets enough support, more exclusive music is coming from legends like Fabian Del Priore, Nordisch Sound, Tronimal, even Chris Huelsbeck.
That's honestly huge for the retro gaming scene. Those bonus remixes kick in at specific funding milestones, so the more people support, the more music the anthology includes.
It's like a community-powered upgrade. Every supporter can help unlock extras for everyone. Funny you say that. The campaign even spells out how many supporters are needed to reach each goal.
Write about 260 pledges for the double CD or 186 for vinyl. It's clear, transparent, and totally doable if everyone spreads the word.
Speaking of incentives, the Ultimate Supporter Edition is wild. You get all formats digital, CD, vinyl, plus unique goodies, patches, mousepads, and a giant signed poster.
It's a cool way to show off your fandom. Imagine a Wings of Death patch on your jacket, or controlling your mouse on a themed mousepad while you listen.
And there's a collector's angle too. These editions will never be produced again after the campaign. Once they're gone, they're truly limited.
Shipping is from Germany, so fans abroad should factor in fees and possible import taxes. But honestly, for the package you get, it's worth planning ahead.
If you're itching to support, pledging is risk-free. If the funding goal isn't reached, nobody pays and the project doesn't happen. But if it does, you get the goods and help revive a classic soundtrack.
And every pledge counts. The campaign needs at least €6,500, covering studio work, manufacturing, shipping, and art. Spreading the word is just as valuable. Making it viral could unlock all those bonuses.
Plus, the German remix group has a history 6 previous albums, all available for free online. This new project is their boldest yet, but it builds on decades of passion.
So whether you're a retro game fan, a music lover, or just curious about how these projects come together, it's worth checking out and maybe pledging.
Let's wrap up. First, this project is a true tribute, bringing Jochen Hippel's legendary game music to modern formats. Second, it's packed with extras, remixes, unreleased tracks, and collector's items. Third, it's a community-driven effort. Your support unlocks even more music and goodies.
If you want to get involved, head to the campaign page, pledge, and share it with friends who love retro gaming or music. That's the best way to help make this anthology a reality.
Thanks for tuning in. Keep your ears open for those classic melodies, and we'll see you next time with more behind-the-scenes stories from the retro music world.
Catch you next episode and maybe in your mailbox with a brand new Wings of Death vinyl. Until then, happy listening.